Yo, yo.
That was an aggressive red candle. Super aggressive. I mean, you're not showing the real candle. The real candle, let me show you, looks like this. Smashed through the 200-day moving average. Destroyed the 200-day moving average.
On 1 hour.
On the 1 hour chart.
They're different. When it does zoom out.
Let's quickly look at the 3-minute chart. 3-minute chart not looking good either.
Yeah, guys, do me one favor. Do exactly what Ran. Don't do exactly what Ran just did. Please, please, please. Never zoom into those 5 minutes when these things are happening. Never zoom in. Jump to your 8 hour, jump to your daily. Otherwise, you give yourself heart attacks.
Okay, so is there anything to worry about, Sheldon? That's what we're going to be talking about today on the show. We're going to be talking about whether there's anything to worry about. We're going to be giving away $10,000 in Poly Launcher. I'm going to tell you the story of why we're late. I'm going to tell you the story of why we're late. Good story, very good story. So yeah, let's get this show on the road. What do you say, Freddie?
And I think one more thing.
Banter, this is crypto Banter, this is crypto Banter. Crypto Banter for you, this is crypto Banter, this is crypto Banter, this is crypto Banter. Crypto Banter for you, smash those likes. Smash those likes. Crypto Banter for you, smash those likes, smash those likes. Crypto Banter for you, smash those likes, smash those likes. Crypto Banter for you, for you, for you.
Man, I missed that song. I missed it.
Okay, so let me tell you what we've been doing the whole morning. We've been negotiating with terrorists. So here's the story. Woke up this morning and I saw a tweet. And this tweet was from a guy called Collie Pixels. Okay, so this is the guy. His name is Collie Pixels. And Collie Pixels has the domain cryptobanter.eth. See, he's registered the domain cryptobanter.eth. Now he wants 3 Ethereum for that domain. But now we've negotiated and he's now agreed to 2 Ethereum. But I still think 2 Ethereum is a lot of money. Yeah, I mean, the guy, look, he seems like a very cool guy. I like him. I really actually like him, but I can't pay.
But that's so wrong, though. How they go book the domain and then want to sell it.
But that's a business. That's a business. That's a business.
Smart, but damn. Come on, guys. I thought we had love. I thought we had love.
Yeah, Collie, listen, bro. We're a family here. You're part of the family. I mean, listen, you know it's my birthday on Friday. And he said, it cut like a knife because what he said was, he likes the show. But hold on, I want to show you this. He said something about the show. It cut like a knife, though. Like I must say. First of all, he only wanted to speak to Fred. He's like, listen, I'm not negotiating with you. I want to negotiate with Fred. Fred's a degen. And then he said, make an offer. I dig the show, though the vibe is kind of boomer. Now that's cool, but it's my birthday on Friday. And like it's a boomer birthday. Anyway, we're negotiating with terrorists. That's why we were late.
So his offer, so what does he want? He wants 2 ETH for the domain.
Now we're on 2 ETH, but look what he says. He says,
okay, Collie.
Fred's address so I can drop him a piece of NFT collection. So he wants to give Fred a free NFT and he wants to charge us.
But Collie, if you are watching, but no problem. If we are going to do that, then no problem. But it is going to cost 1 ETH per call from the sniper.
Collie, if you are watching, I'll go as far as trading you one of my favorite NFTs for the domain.
Oh, Ran, your sound, Ran. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, we're negotiating with terrorists, man. We're negotiating with terrorists. I feel like I'm negotiating with terrorists.
I mean, I'm not gonna give away a penguin, but I got a bunch last night from a new launch called My 8-Bit Universe. And
good.
I'm willing to give a couple away for the domain. So give me a call, bro. Let's chat.
With the hostage while we get on with the show. Just a reminder, if you're new to our channel, welcome. Subscribe to our channel, like our content, subscribe to Microdose because that's where we give you guys updates. And now the market is doing crazy shit. So you need to know when we're coming on. And unfortunately with Microdose, we don't have times. So just subscribe, smash the bell button, join the best family in the world. We're here in the up, we're here in the down. Should we be worried about it down? Sheldon, yesterday I asked you, is it going to be 45,000 first or 55,000 first? You said 55,000. I still think 45,000. What do you think?
I don't want to go to 45 now because that means we break trend. So
No one wants to go to 45 now, but do you think we're going to 45?
So the problem is from 45, it can start to do something like this. And that is the bit of the concern why I don't want to go to 45. We go to 45, we break trend. We then have a comeback to come test. And the fact that we are starting to then get into the higher low territory makes sense that Bitcoin can then go to 40. You see, so that's the two different things on why, not just yet. I still believe it will come down to 45, definitely, but it would make sense. It needs to get up above in the 50s first and then make our way down to those. And we can see now clear, what has happened now. So Bitcoin now has come down. We should learn now, guys. We should, by jumping to the 1 hour, you're going to have a heart attack. By jumping to the 4 hour in the day, you're like, oh, okay, it makes sense. I went through this quickly last night on the lunar chart. Let me just get it here on the microdose, guys. Make sure you don't miss that. But you can have a look that, when the previous run came with Luna, we basically had this point where, do you see how, let me just draw my line properly, and we'll see exactly how that when we start this run, how many times we are going to come down and test and how many times we actually bounce, and the importance of us not dropping that trend. So Luna was the perfect example. When as soon as we start coming, we start forming this trend. That first little trend start that we started with is the momentum that we should keep. And you can see how many times we come down, we test, and that's the bouncing point. And we come down and we test, and that's the bouncing point. And that's the same sort of thing that we understand how important it is for us to hold these trends, which is lovely for us because now we start to get a understanding of when the market is safe and when there's really, really warning signs that are coming. And if we obviously jump back to the Bitcoin chart, let's just jump back there. You can see that, we're at a critical stage, and you can see why we keep getting reactions when we touch the zone. So we know that this is a very strong, valid line. And one thing that's helping me quite a bit with it, Ran, is we're starting to get this pullback, right? And we're starting to get a little bit of a redness. But do you see volume, bud?
Last night I saw volume, and maybe I was looking at a different chart. But last night I saw
when time frames, possibly. But if I look over here and I look at 12 hour, I don't see volume. If I look at 4 hour, I don't see volume.
I was looking at that. You see that red candle is the one I was looking at.
Yeah. So that was good. But the main thing is now what we're starting to realize is, we're starting to create the downward side in the market. Great. But now we get into a critical point where volume is going to start coming in. Now, the volume works on two different ways. We break the trend, volume comes in. Or we bounce on support and the volume comes in. It's very similar region to where we were over here. Volume was sitting flat. Nothing was happening. Market was coming down. Volume not increasing, which is a good thing. All of a sudden, we get a bounce on support. We start getting a push up. And you see how volume then starts to increase and we start to get more volume in the market. So where we're starting to get to now is a decision-making area, which is this level between the 46,800 and obviously the 48,000 sort of dollar region. This is where Bitcoin needs to bounce. This is where we need it to bounce. And reason being why I'm saying that is all the indicators are showing me that. So have a look at dominance now. What's happening with dominance? Do you see where we are right now, the critical stage with dominance? So if Bitcoin breaks, the only thing is we know now, right now, it's simple. When the market is going up, dominance going down, altcoins performing. When the market is going down, dominance is going up, Bitcoin's the better hold because the alts are going to be the ones getting destroyed a lot more. And if we just look at the normal basic thing today is Bitcoin is sitting, let's have a look, -4%, and some alts are 13%, 8%, 9%, because that's the power of understanding the dominance against upward side. So if Bitcoin breaks this bottom level over here to the downward side, we know very clear that dominance is going to break to the upward side. So we know the alts are going to get murdered. And this is where the powerful strategy is remember where we are still sitting with Bitcoin. It is okay at any point if Bitcoin does want to come visit 44 and 40. The main thing is, where do you want to be? How must your portfolio look if that happens? And the biggest thing that I would say is my portfolio would be majority into Bitcoin and Ethereum at that stage. Because a little thing, even like, and I went through Luna now. The problem is with the coins like Luna and the ones like Solana, we all got amazing entries, right? And we've gotten insane gains. The problem is eventually at some point we come back and test that support. Now, as soon as we start pulling away from our support like this, that's the momentum that's been running in. Now, all of a sudden, we start pulling away. At any point, we can come back and test. So instead of me wasting all of that profit, I'll turn some profit into Bitcoin. Reason being is because Bitcoin, where we're sitting on Bitcoin levels, high time frame, we are still looking amazing for Bitcoin to chase that all-time high and to break that in the next month or two to come. So at any point, if Bitcoin wants to come test this range of support, that's healthy. The only thing that I know is if that happens, dominance is going to break. Dominance is going to break to the upward side. Alts are going to get murdered, which means I don't want to give those profits away. Means I know Bitcoin's still healthy on the higher time frame. I'm just going to turn some of those alts back into Bitcoin. If you don't know how to do it on pairs, it's simple. I know it's a third step. You sell it into dollars, you go buy Bitcoin. At this stage, it's still so important to understand that Bitcoin and Ethereum should be your safety currencies where you are in doubt in the market. When you think there's a strong pullback or there's something happening, I'm going into Bitcoin and Ethereum. I'm getting out of the habits of the USDT until if there's anything in the bigger thing where much higher time frames, in a bear cycle, we worry about USDT. This is still bullish territory. Now, reason why we are doing that, guys, is if all of a sudden, if Bitcoin now breaks and let's say it starts making its way down to, let's have a look here quick. Okay, so now Bitcoin breaks and it makes us way down to 42K. Okay, and we look at that 10%. Guys, with the dominance going up, I see alts falling 20, 30% with the strong acceleration up. Meaning that by me just turning my money into Bitcoin and holding Bitcoin for the little bit of a bear interim. Remember, we've had, you showed the other day, Ran, look at the weekly cycle, the weekly candles. We've had a lot of weekly green candles. It's okay to have two or three, red candles at any single point on the weekly. The only difference is by the drops, whenever there's drops in the market, Bitcoin will fall 10%, alts will fall 30%. So by holding Bitcoin, because Bitcoin's still looking good, still looking great on much higher time frames, you're actually making more altcoins. Reason being is because the alts will fall a lot quicker, which means when it's time for bounce time again, it's time for the market to turn bullish again on the shorter time or the mid time frame, then we can look to diversify our Bitcoin back into the alts so that we can make more Bitcoin again. So I think I just wanted to clarify that, especially the guys that have made 100%, 200% in your trades. Don't get into the habit where now you have to shift back into dollars and turn it to Bitcoin. And I'd love to hear your inputs on that, Ran.
This is all part of the plan. It's actually going exactly according to plan. Exactly according to plan. Plan B. Exactly. So look at Plan B's tweet from the 20th of June. Okay, 20th of June. He says, at the end of August, 47K. We are 5 days away from the end of August. Where's Bitcoin?
47, agreed.
And September is 43. So he's expecting a slightly weaker September, which is part of the plan. And then the exponential growth in October, November, December. All part of the plan. Let's go back to see the plan again. And we can
so he obviously then sees, obviously looking at that thing, it means that the range will shorten. We've obviously gone into August now. The range got bigger because everything started. And now he's expecting the range to get smaller. 10% moves, 15% moves. I suppose it all matters on dominance as well. Because from 47 to 43 is only 10% downwards for the whole month. So look, that means not a lot of volume or not a lot of...
Look at this.
Yeah.
You don't have to look too far. June, July, down, down, down. August, up, till the end of August, 28th of August, which is exactly where we are today. Exactly. Saturday is the 28th of August. And then down in September. And in September, it went down actually 50% back in the day. And then bang, exponential. Okay? It's nothing new. It is, let's go back. Let's go back to 2013. Let's go back to June. Here we go. August, up. September, red candle. down. I mean, it looks like a small candle, but that's about a 40% down. And then October, November, December, exponential. And then plan B, on the 20th of June, when Bitcoin was at 28,000, August, 47,000, September, 43,000, October, 63,000, November, 98,000, December, 135,000. Okay, so it's all then part of the plan.
So if we then, so at the end of the day, we're looking back at history now, right? Which is brilliant. So what it meant by that is that little drop in September, does that mean you get out of the market for September, or you just get into Bitcoin? You know, what's the, because end of the day, yes, it's a 10%, let's say a drop from now to 43, but we obviously know the alts, a lot of them are going to get creamed a lot more. So the main thing is, Rand, are you getting out the market for September, out of crypto, into USDT? No, we're not, right?
Let me tell you what this is. Let me tell you what this is. You have to understand what this is. This is the market. And it's the market holding up a big warning sign, reminding us that things move very, 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 very quickly. And reminding us that you are getting carried away and you should get out of the shit coins that you don't believe in, that you were punting.
You're not a genius. Yeah, you're not a genius. You're
not a genius. And the market is reminding you and saying to you, listen, if you're not sitting in coins that look like this, this is a friendly reminder that you should be alternating your portfolio and getting out of the crap and making sure that you adhere to your rules. You know, the amount of money in your HODL portfolio, the amount of money in your 10x portfolio, and the amount of money in your DGen portfolio. Because what's been happening over the last 4 weeks as the market has been going up, people have been degening, putting money into garbage because they think it can do a 10x because it's a small cap alt. And so now the market said, hold on, guys, everyone stop what you're doing. You're degening again. This is just a reminder that when I go down, I'm going to go down fast. Get out of the shitcoins. And so you need to listen to the warning that the market's giving you. The market's telling you to get out of the shitcoins and make sure that you're in quality. So you ask me, am I getting out of the market? If you were holding these tokens that are listed right here, or right here, which ones would you possibly sell now? Like, would you sell your Arweave now after Visa mentioned them in a white paper on NFTs?
It depends on your entry. If you enter the last week to 2 weeks, or if you entered a month ago and you're sitting in 120% profit.
No. Yeah. If you're trading and you're degening and it's part of the 10% of your portfolio, I agree with you. Okay? But, hey, I bought Arweave with the community on the 30th of November, $2.28. I bought Terra on the 4th of November at 29 cents. I managed to hold it. I don't care. Let it go down 10%, up 10%. We're holding it forever. Stick to the plan. If you're trading, okay, great. Reminder, take profits, get out of the shit. But if you're investing for the long term, then great. Who gives a shit? In fact, let it go down.
You should actually be looking at that list to look for the specials if you're investing, 100%.
Exactly. So we should actually be talking right now about what to buy and when. And by the way, I don't think it's the time to buy it. I don't think it's the time to buy it. We're not there. We're nowhere near the time to buy it.
So it's quite, let me just get this chart going here. There we go. So it's quite simple, the same way we've been looking at. Let's get the Bitcoin chart up again. I got it there. Sorry. There we go. It's quite simple. You know what I mean? Every time we've gotten pushes from the market in Bitcoin, you know, when is the time to buy again? There was the time to buy again. And same thing here. It's very simple. Because every time we pass a level, we go to the next level. We go to the next high. And you can see how many times we have done it. Where we've just broken out and we've continued to the next level, break, test, and we continue. So right now, I agree with you. I won't be buying just yet. I'm waiting for the break of this trend, for the confirmation that we're going to go now chase that 50 to the 55. But where we are right now, it makes sense that we have come down and test support. So with this, I'd be obviously looking at the top 10 coins that I'm looking at to be buying on this dip, waiting for the patient breakout. The main thing is, then this is the strategy, you know, the main thing is about different opinions on how we run in this market. If Bitcoin starts to break this trend to the downward side, I'm turning a good percentage. I would leave 5 to 10% of my favorite alts that you just had the list over there. I'll keep them in for now, but the rest I'm turning into Bitcoin because I know by holding Bitcoin, I'm going to be able to get more alts if this market does pull back to 40K. I know Ethereum's going back to 2.6, 2.7. You know what I mean? And that's specials for me that I can then go use my Bitcoin again and go buy up on them. But I agree. I think it's time for us to look for the ones that aren't special and the ones that are losing steam. Some coins are losing steam now.
Look at the greed and fear index. Still very greedy. Not extreme greed like it was yesterday, but still greedy. And tomorrow it's going to be worse. Tomorrow it's going to be back in the 60s.
So why is it so sensitive when the markets are green, it goes up, but when there's 2 days of red, it doesn't even go down?
This is actually delayed this is yesterday's. It'll update again in 14 hours. So later on today, it'll update. But what are we seeing here? We're seeing that people are still greedy. People are still greedy. So the market's still got to shake them out. Right now, to be honest, what I'm doing is I'm sitting on my hands, except there are a whole lot of coins that I degened into, small cap, altcoins, small caps. And I'm just quickly double checking that my portfolio is still aligned. It's still, X amount in the HODL portfolio, X amount in the 10X, and then X amount in the degen portfolio. That's what I'm doing right now. That's it. That's what you need to do. And you chill and you wait.
Now remember, guys, whenever we go through these little patches where it's a few red time, it's a reminder, like Rand said, for yourself to go have a look at your portfolio. Make sure the shit, if you're bored and there's no trades to take right now, there's no trades. But you need to go to your portfolio and make sure that everything's structured. And you need to know if Bitcoin does break these levels and we start turning to a little bit, what are you doing? I'm not getting out of the market. That's the main thing. I'm not getting out of the market. I'm just turning to safer assets when I start to see some sort of weakness. Like Luna, you know what I mean? Like a lot of them I was looking at, there's going to be some sort of pullback. And the history shows it many, many times. There will be some pullback at some point.
What did you expect? Do me a favor. Go to Luna. Go back 30 days.
How far back you want to go?
30 days. Take me exactly 30 days. Whatever today is 20. What is the day today? 24th.
Yeah, so the 24th to the 24th. Luna was at $8.
$8. Okay, what Luna are now? After this correction. Whoa, correction.
28. So
that's 3.5 times. 3.5 times. You made 3.5 times your profits on your Luna. Yeah. After this savage correction. Okay.
That's savage. It's small.
Take me to Solana.
Exactly. The sad thing is, Rand, before we go into Solana, some people have been buying there. And that's the habit we need to get out together as a community. You have to. You got to be I wait for that.
Now we don't do anything. We wait to buy. We buy when the market goes more red. It's not red enough for me to buy. Sorry, not even close. Okay, show me Solana, 30 days.
$28.
Okay, where are we now?
67.
Oh, 67. Nearly triple your money, basically. Yep. Nearly 2.5 times your money. Okay, cool.
So I'm waiting for that.
Take me to Bitcoin. 1 month. Guys, 1 month ago. 1 month ago. Where else in the world do you get 250%, 300% profits in 1 month? And then we get like 2 down days and everybody's like, should we be selling our portfolios? Oh my goodness. No, just chill.
The problem is the FOMO is kicking in and the new guys that are coming in are FOMOing into these coins. They are buying these pumps. And it's a sad thing, but that's where the retail get wrecked every single damn time. And we want to make sure you guys don't do that.
So don't buy today. Everybody don't buy today. But now, look, I want to just do this. Isabella, if you have a CoinPanel subscription, you win $100 worth of Poly Launcher. If you have a CoinPanel subscription. Wesley Miller, if you have a CoinPanel subscription, you get $100 worth of Poly Launcher. It's valued at over $1,000 now. Trader G.I. Joe's, if you have a CoinPanel subscription, we know what time you took the CoinPanel subscription. If you do, you get $100 worth of Poly Launcher. And we'll just keep giving them out like that. Okay, take me to Cardano. Yes, take me to a month ago. 24th.
So the 24th, where is it? Over here. 1.3, $1.2.
100%.
Yeah. So this is another chance now for the guys who missed the Cardano pump to be buying it in the red. You know what I mean? It's important to buy it in the red. You buy it on the way down and you get the reward. So it's the same with that. Cardano is still getting it between 2.3 and 2.45, 2.5 in that region is a good top-up area. It's not a go crazy area, but that's a good top-up area because you have now bought it. Even though it's still hot, we haven't even launched on the thing yet. You're buying it 17% cheaper from the high. That's a good buy, guys. Get into that habit of not being afraid on the red days to be buying. And if you are afraid and think, to turn stuff to Bitcoin, just have a strategy, simplified, just relax the panic. That's the main thing.
Okay,
There's a lot of
Rahul.
panic for a little bit of pullback.
Rahul, if you've got a CoinPanel subscription, you've just won yourself $100 worth of Poly Launcher. That was Rahul. Okay, so bottom line, Sheldon, we're not buying, we're not selling, right? Unless you're holding degen altcoins, we're not buying, we're not selling.
Yeah, and another thing is obviously, so we got two scenarios, right? What did we go through now with Bitcoin? There's two ways. Just show the chart one more time here. Sorry, it's just loading. There's two options, okay? We're on support. Trading wise, everything wise, I always buy damn support and always have stop loss under. You know what I mean? But I agree with you. We're not buying. What we are waiting for today is if we break this line, we're going to get some serious big specials out of the alts because dominance is going to turn. Alts are going to hurt a bit more. If we break this line, markets are turning bullish again. I'm looking at the ones that are still on special that we missed, like ADA buy. I won't jump into Luna or Solana yet, but like a Link, a DOT, any of these ones, I want to be buying when the market turns bullish again. If we break the trend line, the resistance trend line.
The easiest way to make money is to wait for the perfect trade. The easiest way to lose money is to trade when there isn't a trade. Today, there's no trade. Today, we're in no man's land. There hasn't been enough of a correction, and there hasn't been enough of a break of the top trend line. So what do? We do nothing.
Yeah, we wait. Go work on your portfolio. Go work on your portfolio, and go back and watch yesterday's microdose, and go watch the masterclass. Study a bit, learn.
Amazing. Okay, so are there any super chats? Let's see. We do have some super chats. Okay, what is your opinion on PTF, Power Trade Fuel Project? We have no opinion. I don't know what this one is. I think it looks like it's just a sticker. I think that's it.
That's it, guys. Early show today. Keep eye on microdose. Make sure you are there. Anything changes, we break either of the lines. There will be a show.
On CoinPanel. If you don't have it, there's a subscription link below. It's a partnership we have to communicate with you as soon as things happen real time. Sheldon updates those charts on a real time basis.
And Ran, I don't know if you've heard, but I think on Friday this week, I'll just confirm it. They've made that new feature where on each coin you got the chat box. So that will be launching, which means if we will, so it means you guys can chat. Everyone can actually chat about the trade on the charts together.
So today on the latest show, we have the world's best crypto investor telling us exactly what his thesis is and what he's buying. No jokes, it is the world's best crypto investor. As not biased, it's done through a survey, and he was the best crypto investor in the world. And that's happening today, 10 o'clock EST. We'll see you guys again later. I really hope they got the message that today is not a day to trade.
That's it, buddy. You know, we've learned. We've all come together through both.
They just mustn't trade. Today is a day we don't trade. You just
wait for the signal, you put your notification on, and when the time comes, it will come. Patience is sometimes the best trade is no trade.
What do you feel like for lunch?
Some of that fish. What's that fish called?
You want shoestroming for lunch?
Yeah, on toast.